What's happening, people? Back again with another England starting 11. This is my predictions. This is what I think the team should be. Obviously, due to injuries, it can't be the exact team that you want it to be. That's quite clear. We've picked up quite a few injuries. And also, this has got a bit of a controversial decision in it, which you're going to want to stick around for. Okay, starting in goal, again, Pickford picks himself, like I said in the last video. There's no one better than him. There's no reason for him to not play. Did well against Mexico, so he started up his game a little bit from the games before. So, yeah, definitely keep him in the team. Back line, Nico Riley, left back. Again, he did okay in the last game. Just need to stop some more crosses in the first half and he would have had a decent game. He just needs to be on that a little bit and get him forward a little bit more to help Gordon out. He wasn't really doing that too much in the game. Gahey in the middle. Okay, but I'm not going to pair him up with Conte this time. I'm going to go Dan Burn. Okay, slightly controversial, but the reason is the right back situation. So I think Konza has to go right back now. I did say Stones should go there before, but then when I seen Konza play there in the second half after Kwanzaa got sent off, he did a relatively good job. And Tuchel obviously prefers him to go out there than Stones because he brought Stones on and put Stones in centre-back position. So that makes sense. However, I've gone with Dan Burn instead of Stones just for the reason of the aerial presence of Haaland. It's definitely one of their biggest factors in the team that Haaland is good with his head. He's strong, he's good on the ball, he's pretty much good at everything. So we need someone who's going to be able to compete aerially. And in the game against Mexico, Jimenez did really get on top of Gahey and Konza in the middle. So we need to, I think, eliminate that. And maybe putting Dan Burn in there isn't a bad shout. It might be the wrong shout, but I feel like it makes sense because Gahey's got the speed to maybe get back if Haaland goes on a run, just as much as Stones has. But the aerial presence of Dan Burn, I think, against Haaland definitely gives us a bit more of an advantage than having Stones in there. And then Konza on the right-hand side, like I said before, Tuchel prefers him out there than Stones. I would have gone with Stones personally, but then seeing him play out there, he did all right. He did what he needed to do, so I'm happy for him to play out there. Centre mids, again, very similar to the team before. Anderson on the left side of centre midfield. Again, he's not the greatest player, but he's better than anyone else that we've got. And he's not the worst either. He doesn't do bad. Then Rice beside him on the right hand side, again to link up with Saka, give him a bit of support. I've still stuck with Rice because he's on a yellow card, and if he gets another yellow card in this game, then he won't play in the semi-final. But I've still stuck with him because he showed the mentality to not get another yellow card for the 90 minutes of the last game because he was booked in the first minute. So I feel like leaving him in is okay because he might be able to compose himself enough to not get a yellow card, not make any rash decisions. So I'm going to keep him in there. Also, if he does get a yellow card, it won't be ideal to face the next team, whoever it may be, Argentina or Switzerland, without Declan Rice. However, if we put Kobbie Mainoo in there, it might not harm us as much as it would do some of the other players. So I've stuck with him in centre midfield. This is where it gets a bit controversial. I've gone with Morgan Rogers in the cam 10 position. And I know Bellingham's our best player and he's been the best player in the tournament for us so far. But he has got that streak in him where if he gets frustrated, he will give away a yellow card. And he's also on a yellow card. And that's the difference between why I've kept Rice on the pitch and took Bellingham off. Because if Bellingham gets frustrated, he'll get a yellow card. It's almost guaranteed he'll get a yellow card if he gets frustrated. The Norwegians will know this, so they're going to be all over him. And I feel like not making him play the whole game if he has to come on in the last 20 minutes or so to impact the game, that might make sense, because ultimately, if we're going to go out, it doesn't matter if he gets booked again. So we might need him in the last 20 minutes or so. But Morgan Rogers is more than capable of getting in the box and scoring a goal, linking up play, getting around, pressing. So he's not a bad alternative to have. He's just obviously not Bellingham. But I do also understand if he goes with Bellingham, because why would you leave your best player out? I'm just thinking about the next game. I know you should never really do that in a tournament, but how could, like, you sort of have to, because if we end up against Argentina, which is more than likely, we need Bellingham in that game. Otherwise, we are not going to win that game. We could win this game without Bellingham if we play good football, but I don't see us beating Argentina without Bellingham. So I would rather risk not playing him for the first hour here, seeing how we get on, and then bringing him on, rather than making him play the whole game. Then on the left wing, I've gone with Gordon again. I feel he outplayed everyone's expectations of him in the last game. So I feel like he has to be rewarded with a start in this game. He changed the Panama game, and then did well in the Mexico game. I don't see why he shouldn't start today. As well as Saka. Saka did well. He did okay against Mexico. Set up one of the goals. Was going inside and outside. Links up with Declan Rice. So I feel he has also earned his starting place. And again, if it's not working after an hour, change it. Madueke and Rashford maybe coming on, just liven things up a little bit. And Kane, you don't have to talk about Kane. Kane's always going to be starting. Doesn't matter whether he's got a yellow card or what. I know he hasn't, but he has. But I don't feel like he's a worry to or for that. He picks himself every game. I understand that there's a couple of contentious decisions in there with Konza being right back, but as it stands at the moment, Reece James is still not 100% fit. And unless he's 100% fit, I don't want him on the pitch, because I don't want to waste a sub when he goes off after 20 minutes because his hamstring's gone again. That doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. So I would rather not take a risk. The only point I want to see him on the pitch is when he's 100% fit and he's not going to have to come off for an injury. So that's why Konza's on right back. Obviously with Jarell Kwanzaa, 2-match ban. That speaks for itself. That's my team prediction for this weekend's game against Norway. If you think I've maybe made a mistake or you don't agree with the decision, just say in the comments below, and we'll have a conversation about it. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. I'll see you in a bit.